Hi. Day 7. Give it up for day 7. Actually, I need to reset the timer here. There we go. Actually, I should make a little background for that little square there. And I should make it more reasonable. Readable, not reasonable. Let's see. I can do that real quick because it's like really early in the stream. So let me see here. I think I can just add like a little rectangle. Or maybe I cannot. I literally cannot. Wow, I didn't know that. Cool. I thought maybe I could. Is an image adder? I don't want to add an image. I just want to make like a... Real, actually. Oh.
7 days of non-stop squats.
Hi, Adams. Thank you very much for the $10 super chat. Hold that thought for a second. 7 days of non-stop squats. So true. Okay, give me a minute because I do want to add a little background to that text there, but I don't know if I can. Which is kind of sad. You really think it'd be an easy thing to add into this widget creation program. But maybe not. Let me see here. No, I don't think there actually is anything. That's so weird. Wait, hold on. How did that widget... How did I get that thing right there then? Or was that done in like CSS? That could have been... That could be true actually. That could definitely be true. In which case, I would be cooked. Yeah, it appears to be a custom-made thing in I think CSS. Or like... Yeah, not JavaScript. That would be CSS for sure. Or HTML. But CSS is like the styling thing. Okay, never mind. I guess I don't get to make one of those because I am not coding a CSS thing right now. I can't be bothered. So never mind. I guess we don't get to have a background for that. I can do one thing though. I can do one thing. That would be, that makes it worse. Never mind. What about that? Does that make it more readable? Or does that make it less readable? Oh, I have to save it, right? You guys don't see that. Is that better or worse? Oh, that's significantly better, right? CSS, use a widget for your stream in OBS. Oh my god, I didn't need to make this a... For some reason I thought, well, I'll just add it to the... No, this is actually part of the widget itself. I could have just put a text box up the whole time. I mean, in my head it made sense. You don't see a difference? It now has a shadow behind it. Oh my god. In my head it made sense because I'm like, well, if I'm gonna move the timer, I want the timer and the text to be part of one thing that I can move together, and I could do that by putting it in a folder. But for some reason in my head I'm like, okay, yeah, let me just put the text underneath the actual timer in the widget itself that I'm importing. I could just make an OBS text box. That's crazy. Yeah, and not only can I make an OBS text box, I think I can just make like a shape in OBS. Well, maybe I can't do all that actually. Maybe the text box itself I can put like a box behind or something. I can give it like a little... Yeah, okay. Gosh, that's yeah, that's impressive, I guess. All right, okay, let me take the text from here. And let me put that in here instead. Okay. And then what I can do is... There we go. I can make this like red, kind of. Maybe white would simply be better, and I'll give it like a... Give it an outline. Make the outline black. And then I'll move it, don't worry. Do I get like a background? I do get a background color. Wow. What do you know? So I can give it... Oh my god, that's so much easier. That's crazy. That's crazy, what do you know? Okay, let me make that bold too. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, how do I make that actually? I want that to be... And then I want it to be centered. Yeah. Oh, that's so much better. Hold on, let me get rid of this stupid thing then. And then I can just... Then I can do this. Significantly more readable. Yeah, crazy how that works. Crazy how that works. I think the early morning is killing him. It kind of does, actually, every single day. And then eventually, it usually takes me, like, actually 2 hours to genuinely wake up every day. Like, I wake up, and then I sit up in bed. Actually, that's not true. I wake up, lay in bed, look at memes for, like, 15 minutes. Maybe that's not something you should do every day. No, I'm not gonna self-reflect, who cares? And then I get out of bed and find something to eat and start getting ready. But I don't actually wake up for like at least another hour after all that. Okay, let me put that into one group. Okay, perfect. And then actually, can I copy this group? Can I copy that? And then when we go over to here, can I paste that? Oh, I can. Okay, and then I'm gonna... Where's that one timer? Okay, and then I can get rid of this one. Excuse me? Then I can get rid of this one. Okay. Yeah, that's a lot better. That's a lot better. Anyway, now that we've been 12 minutes into this stream, how's everyone doing? How's it going? Your morning voice is crazy? Yeah, it's... Sometimes it'd be like that. Okay, now that we fixed that. Go nuts to a hexagon? Okay. Do a tesseract. Let's see. Yeah, an omen of what's to come. True. Crazy the kinds of things about streaming you learn your 57th hour. There's no way it's actually been 57 hours, right? That can't be. Streamer ponders if he's chronically online? The answer is no, of course. Certainly not. Certainly not chronically online. Chronically doing squats, actually, of which I will now do 5. But before I do that, actually, chat, we might be doing something a little different today, if you can believe it. I know. Surprising. We might, in fact, actually start with not EU4. I know. It's a terrifying prospect. Unheard of. 5 full days and 1 6-hour? Yeah. So no harpies? We finished the harpy run, actually. And the reason why we might start with not EU4 is because at 4 o'clock, in approximately 6 hours, Saf is gonna hop on stream, and we're both gonna play some EU4. That's the plan so far. So yeah. Oh, another thing I do need to mention before it's like really late in the day and it comes out of nowhere. This stream will be a little bit shorter, at least. So the stream usually ends at 10. This time, it is going to end at 8:30 at the latest, in fact. Which is a little bit shorter, but also kind of makes up for the fact that up until yesterday, I didn't really take any breaks for any of the other streams. Well, okay, I guess there was a half day on Thursday. That's true. Okay, well, putting that aside. There's that, and also, I think tomorrow, the more that I look at it, the more it seems like I actually will not be able to stream tomorrow on Christmas Eve. You took a shower break? I did take a shower break yesterday, yeah. A shower and laundry break. But I think that's what most people do, right? In fact, if you... Well, I guess it depends on where you live. But this is actually in compliance with labor laws. Where for every... I don't actually remember what the number is. I think it's like for every 4 hours you work, you need to have at least like a 15-minute break or something. So, okay, it's maybe not quite that. No, actually, yeah, I think I was gone for like 30 minutes on yesterday's stream. So there you go. Still actually in violation of labor law. Technically took a shorter break than I entitled myself to. Anyway, yeah, video games, many of them. I was thinking I would kind of actually want to start with playing a little bit of that Italy campaign we were playing on Vic 3, just like a little bit, you know. Have you touched grass before today's stream? I don't think I've touched grass in... Well, Thursday I touched grass, actually. But you're your own boss, shouldn't that count? I don't even know how it works. If I were my own employer, legally speaking, would I be violating labor law on myself? Maybe. I don't know. That boss of yours sounds like a tyrant. It's really funny, actually. Well, kind of funny. Let me actually boot up Vic 3, do the squats, then we'll get back to the funny, okay? Well, let's do that. Let's turn off this music real quick, because Vic 3 takes like 3 to 5 business days to launch. So let's go do that real quick. I will do squats. Three, 4, 5. Okay, I need to move Vic 3 to put it back to where it needs to be. Hold on. Let's grab this, and let's grab that, and let's put that to fit to screen. Beautiful. Anyway, the funny, what was the funny? The funny was, it is, it's not uncommon, actually. Well, I've only heard it like a few times. But for some of the people in like VTuber companies, it is sometimes misunderstood by the doctors of people who work in VTuber companies to be like, hey, are you sure your job isn't overworking you too much? Because, like, you're telling me you work at least 10 hours a day, if not longer. Is this actually, is this company that you work for secretly what they call a black company, which is a company that is notoriously known for, like, shady practices? Apparently, it happens a lot for streamers. Speaking of which, I tried teaching a friend Vic 3 who refused to play anything but Japan. Bruh. There are like 50 countries in this game. You got like a lot of options. Maybe because you might be overworking? Overworking, honestly, fake word. Fake word made up by by people who aren't dedicated to the grind set. Fake words. They don't mean anything. Actually, if I tally up the total number of things that how long have I been working this past week? Let me think about that. If you consider like the full hour streamed plus like generally half an hour that I do in terms of maintenance each day to make sure that the next stream happens smoothly. So it's day 7 of the streaming, of the actual streaming itself. And it's a Monday, right? Is it a Monday? Oh shoot. Yes, it is Monday. Okay. So let's see. You can just count like the last since Saturday. I think Saturday until now is all stuff that was relevant for the streamathon. That's gonna be the real math we do today, actually. So let's see. I know on Saturday and Sunday each, I spent around maybe 10 hours. Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, I think. Because I had a lot to do to get ready for the subathon itself. Like, I recorded and edited the entire Gibbard video over the course of Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Along with setting everything up for the stream. 10 hours? Yeah, it took a while to get through all of it. A lot of that was setting up stuff for the subathon. And then how much was it on? It's Monday to sorry, no, I started the subathon on Tuesdays. That's the 30 then, and then we have the let's see, so we have 12 times, that's the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday's a half day, so let's say Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so 5.5 plus 12 times 5.5. So I guess since not last Saturday, as in like 2 days ago, but the previous Saturday, I've done, that appears to be 96 hours of work. Oh no, I didn't add in the half hour I usually do for each between streams of maintenance, as in, like, you know, thumbnails, updating the widget, doing some preliminary planning for some things. There's been 2 math segments in less than 30 minutes. That's just how the streamathon is these days. You know what, maybe I'm giving myself too much credit. Maybe it's not half an hour, because those thumbnails don't take that long to make. Maybe it's like 20 minutes. And so what is that? Let's call it like 0.3 per day. Yeah, I mean, chat, it's only been like a 97-hour work week, guys. Like it's not even that much, guys. Chat. Technically not even a week, actually. It's over the course of 9 days. So anyway, yeah, it's been a long work week. Anyways, so let's see. What is the next sub goal? Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot. Yeah, we actually do need to fix that, or figure that out, actually. Gosh, it's really hard to figure that out nowadays. Because what was the... Oh, never mind. It's super easy to figure that out. I can figure this out super easily. Yeah, never mind. All I need to do is grab this number and get the other number. Hold on. Hold that thought. I'm counting it all up. Plus, I think, yeah, we have one of those. One of those, so it's plus. Okay, we are currently at $3,730.68, which means, in terms of the info, we are $270 away from the next subathon goal. That's where we're at right now. And it's pretty much impossible for me to like create some kind of widget that counts all that up, which is why I have to do all the math manually, and it's very fun. Very neat. Anyway, it's been 26 minutes. I've been waffling about pretty much nothing for a long time. Let's go ahead and do what we have to do every start of every stream, which is opening the can. Not gonna lie, the UI in Vic 3 is ugly. It's like a mobile game UI. I've gotten used to it, to be honest. Only 26 minutes? I know. That's like the shortest period of time that I yap for in any stream. Somebody just fixed all the problems with the Vic 2, but with mods. I honestly prefer Vic 2 over 3. They kind of did do that, didn't they? Isn't that the point of, like, VFM? And, what's the other one called? VHM? Corbett, what are you going to do with the money? Just asking. Well, they're the things I have to... Things I have to do for the actual subathon itself. So, like, money from the subathon is also going to go towards the stuff that I promised for the subathon. HPM? Okay, I don't even remember that one. I thought there was... Oh, right. What am I talking about? Wait. I thought it was Victorian Flavor Mod, VFM, right? The Vic 2 mod? I don't know. I don't play Vic 2. I thought there was Victorian Flavor Mod and Victorian Historical Mod or something. I don't know. $70? That's like 35 squats. Really depends on how it's sent in, doesn't it? Anyway. Oh my goodness, my brain is still not awake yet. You're just gonna have to give me like another 10 minutes maybe. Historical project mod, I see. Historical flavor mod and historical project mod. Anyway, other than the projects that I promised, I will probably use the money to pay rent. If I'm just being honest. It's kind of how it is. Anyway, Victoria 3, everyone's favorite. Italy Gaming. So, a bit of context, because usually I play this run a little bit later in the evening. Which means that it has, you know, it's not quite the same morning demographic that's here. Man, you sound exhausted. I should have slept longer last night. I didn't. That's honestly my fault. But anyway. Yeah, I'm still waking up a little bit. To be perfectly honest. Playing some Italy. Started as the Papal States. We had to really force a revolution because we really taxed people a lot. In fact, you can see over here, over the course of this, is where I was intentionally, maximally taxing the population to try to get them to revolt. Because if we have the Risorgimento journal entry, then if your population is 25% radical, then they overthrow the government and establish a pro-Risorgimento republic. And so that's what we did, because it gives us that achievement for when we play the Papal States and do that exact thing. And so you can see that this is literally... This is when I started taxing the people. It didn't work. Standard of living kept on increasing, so I kept taxing them harder to try to get more radicals, and it didn't work. So I had to tax them even harder, and then it started to work. And then we had the revolution. Boom, standard of living skyrockets because I decided, okay, we don't have to tax people as much. And then I decided, actually, we do need to tax people more. So, this is where we're at with Italy. Things are going pretty alright so far. We are the number 4 great power, 1865. We have not a lot of infamy, so we have a lot of room to work with here. Standard of living is alright. Population growth is alright. And the laws we have right now include parliamentary republic, census suffrage, racial segregation, which is an improvement over the national supremacy we used to have. We're going for dedicated police force to try and claw more power away from the landowners. Not that it, you know, really matters too much because those guys have nearly no power to begin with. But also because the local police force doesn't give you the +2 max law enforcement. What happened in Tuscany? Oh, okay, so this is Lucca. For some reason, they didn't want to join. It's kind of weird. Everyone else supported Risorgimento except for this guy. So they will be forcefully Risorgimentoed as soon as possible. I think right now I am just finishing army reforms, actually. So we have an actual army that will have 45 infantry, 40 artillery, and 5 cavalry, giving us an army power projection of 2403. Not exactly the strongest, but nothing to scoff at. In fact, Spain itself has 2237. Actually, no, that's kind of a joke. Actually, if Spain has that much. Okay, we're gonna have to build a larger army probably. Didn't you declare the war already last stream? Yeah, and then I lost, so I reloaded a save and decided not to declare the war. See, when you form Italy, you have two options. You can either just say, let's declare Italy and we'll all be friends and we will all be Italians together, yippee. The other option is, oh, you don't want to join Italy? Okay, you will join by force. And that also happens to include the Austrian territories, or the Austrian Italian territories. So these four are also stuff that we have claims on and will be taking at some point. The thing is, if you declare a, what's it called? A formation diploplay or something like that? I don't know. Then you end up also starting a war with Austria. And the problem is, when you form Italy, you actually need to incorporate these states. And that means that when you start a war after recently forming a country, your economy still sucks. The unification war, yeah. So it makes the war very difficult to fight. Because you start off having to pay for some, like, all the infrastructure in these places, but you don't get the taxes until, you know, you finish incorporating it, which takes 2 years. Well, you do get the taxes, but they come in like piecemeal. They sort of trickle in over time. Also, full disclaimer, I suck at this game, so you should expect not good gameplay. But anyway, the plan is that we're going to eventually invade Austria for these territories. Currently, our economy is actually larger than Austria's, which is what gives me the idea that, hey, actually, we should simply build a larger army because we have a larger economy. So we will fight them and hopefully win. So we might go ahead and do another army buildup, possibly. I don't know, we only have 5 infamy, and this time, unfortunately, compared to the other play, this time we actually do take infamy for taking these states, even though we have claims on them. So yeah, we will be fighting Russia to accomplish all that. And we will be having France on our side. France is not too bad. They have 4557 for their army projection. We have 2403. Austria actually has 6227, so we're just going to have to expand the army. Russia has 5539, so for this to be truly balanced, we're going to have to do a little something. As for Prussia, they have 4625, so maybe if we can, you know, get on their good side, they'll help us with something. In fact, hey buddy, do you want to be friends, maybe? Investment agreement would be nice, but only after we're done industrializing, I think. Probably. It sounds stupid. Why not auto-incorporate the states? Because that would be too convenient. You're doing what? Expanding the army? Being friends with Russia? Being a little buddy-buddy, you know? Maybe getting a trade agreement, that would be nice. Except, you do not want to. Why? Amicable, genial, ideological similarities. Maybe we just have to trade more. What do I already trade to you? I am not giving you grain. What about clothes? Clothes in the Italian market suck. But if we start exporting them, maybe we can get a trade agreement. Yeah, we can just like trade them a couple of things. Hold on. What else do you need? Actually, what do we need? We need wood. Can I get wood from the Prussians? Not really, but I'm doing it anyway. I would like to import wood. What about that trade agreement? Okay, maybe one more. What else do we need? We'll start solving these shortages ASAP. Well, hopefully the capitalists will. I guess it would be nice to also import, I don't know, furniture or something for the time being. Not from Austria, I don't like you. Prussia? Sure. Trade agreement, let's go. Perfect, okay. No defensive pact, but at least we're like closer entwined, I guess. So maybe... I don't know. As long as Prussia likes me, then I'm cool with that. Italy gaming indeed. Hi, Mr. Overheat. I noticed somehow you were in the pre-stream chat last night. How do you even do that? How are you in every chat at once? Currently, the speculation is that you have 7 monitors. Okay, we have a lot of things for the army. That's good. Actually, you know what'd be really cool is if I could just, like, copy an army template and be like, give me another one of these, please. That would be neat. Easy tabs. Do you, like, pay attention to every stream that you're in simultaneously? Like, how does this work? Ooh, mountain combat. That would be cool. Pillager. Insane trait to have. It's really good. Like, okay, it sounds horrible, but the 30% kill rate is an insane modifier. Like, it's actually really good. Anyway, we will build an army. Actually, where are all the unemployed people? Surely they would like to join the army. It gives them steady pay. And they get to serve their country for the glorious purpose of imperialism. Doesn't that sound appealing? That's 40 of those. 40 of those. Actually, I want 45. I want 5 in here. Yes, I can differentiate the voices. That's crazy. Just having like multiple streams open at once? That's crazy. That's impressive. Genuinely. Remember in a multiplayer game, the Austria player made all his army be Italians, so when Italy did his thing, he had to kill the Italians to fully unify. That's... oh my god. That has to be like a crime, like... holy. Oh, actually, you know what? The timer's in the way. What am I doing? It's also really big. It doesn't need to be that big. There we go. Subathon timer can go here, actually. Okay, that should still be readable. Hopefully. Before I invade Austria, I might, maybe, possibly go ahead and just take Lucca. There will be a finished Risorgimento. Risorgimento or death. The economy is also doing amazingly, by the way. Like, we have a huge stockpile in the investment pool that I'm just letting the capitalists burn through. Well, not currently, because I'm building a second army. He even used the recruitment edict and everything. That's crazy. Like, from the perspective of the Austrian player, it does make a lot of sense. You're like, well, if the Italians want unification, then they will have it through blood. They will have it through the blood of other Italians. So that also, there's just like less of a workforce in here when you're done. Like if the war is, if you just use Italians in your army to fight the other Italians and like 500,000 die, that's a significant portion of like these populations. Insane stuff. He entirely de-industrialized it, destroyed all the mines and everything to make everyone join the army. It was severely depopulated the whole game. I love, as someone once said, the best part of all Paradox games is the war crimes. Yeah, if I ever end up taking, like, Styria or something, I'm just gonna put, like, the entire population into the army and force them to march into Vienna for me. Okay, is Egypt actually going to get involved in this? That would be kind of weird, man. What stake do you have in this? Actually, what happens if you do get involved? Your army is maybe as strong as a toothpick, so I'm not exactly concerned. What is your navy? 6 ships? Yeah, they're not doing naval invasions, but the thing is, like, ooh, I still kind of hate the way that Victoria 3's warfare works. I am looking forward to the day that that is reworked. Because you know what's going to happen? They're going to send their entire army over to this one city. And I'm going to raid every convoy in the country. And it's not going to change the supply even 1%. They will simply start taking supplies out of the ether and conjuring guns out of thin air to continue fighting me in Lucca. It doesn't matter if I raid all of their convoys, all of their supply. They will simply use they'll use I summon gun and just poof. It'll happen. It'll spawn in their hands, and then they'll shoot me with it. Because I kind of hate how the logistics work, or rather, don't work in this game. It's really cool. It's really, really neat. So let's... I guess we should just go ahead and just start this whole thing, shouldn't we? Oh, hold on. What do I want here? I already have improved military. Oh, right, I got hydraulic cranes because we had some issue with infrastructure. I should get rifling. And honestly, once this is done, I should go for breech-loading artillery, because shrapnel artillery is kinda crazy. Kinda good. Grab this, then grab that, upgrade my artillery. We should be able to annihilate Austria with shrapnel artillery. Yeah, big Egypt. They're not actually that much larger than they start, though. Like, they start with most of this stuff, they just also took Libya. Anyway, that's gonna take a little while. We have 2 infamy. Lucca, you're gonna hand over your city. I swear, if the Americans get involved for absolutely no reason. They're genial towards me. Their army is 1366. Their GDP is almost half of mine. And in fact, the other half is in the Confederate States. Like, Please don't get involved in this. It is none of your business. Please don't do this. It's not worth it, man. Why die for Luca? But like, real question, genuinely, why? Like, don't do it. We'll upgrade you. I also want an open terrain commander. I'm gonna give you like 20 units. Have fun. You don't need 20 units, but I'm giving you 20 units. Don't do it. Don't you dare. Okay, France, by the way, I could call them in as an ally, but I don't even think I need to do that. Except it doesn't do anything, does it, when you call someone as ally? As in, it doesn't really change their opinion of you. Or anything like that. There's no, like, secondary effect. One thing I did figure out is that if a supply source and destination have the same seed node, convoy rating doesn't work. That's excellent. That's really cool. I think I get what you mean. Like, as in... So, for example, actually, for us, if we owned, like, a treaty port in Tunis, and we were attempting to take the rest of Tunis, because our supply comes from Italy to this node, and then from this node back into Tunis. You cannot raid that? Is that what I'm hearing? But I haven't proven it yet? Okay, fair enough. Okay, I guess we will mobilize. Not that it really matters all too much. And yeah, you'll pillage because I think they deserve it. Okay, maybe not because it's kind of overkill. Fine, don't pillage. I believe that is correct. That is excellent. I hope that is not true. Oh, yeah, you might have noticed I have a mod installed from Formables. if you couldn't tell by the Italo-Spanish crown. Yeah. But the thing is, you can only form one country that's on the same tier, right? So, like, if you form Central Europe, you can't form, like, the Roman Empire, right? Not that we'll be forming the Roman Empire, let's be honest here, but... Italo-Spanish crown, what is that? I think it's like a reference to, like, Aragon having, or actually Spain itself, really, historically. Having this stuff. Having, you know, like Spanish Italy. Oh, what is this? Revolutionary movements spreading across Europe. Radical movements becoming widespread in Italy. Ottavio D'Azeglio, maybe that's how it's pronounced, will change ideology to radical. Weren't we gonna go monarchy, chat? I think what I was gonna do is actually have the country fall back into monarchy, because that would be fun, wouldn't it? But actually, who are you? Protectionist? Do I even have protectionism? I do have protectionism, but I also don't care about you. I don't know. Support the conservative establishment, support the radical movement. Doing the top one. The two ideas I had were like, okay, either option A, we decide to play as the, you know, Roman Republic in quotations and take a whole lot of Europe and then fall into monarchy, because that would be really funny to do it a second time. First Roman Empire, what about Second Roman Empire? Also, good luck with the Ally Part 2. The last mission requires you to culture convert all non-Ruin-born culture provinces in South Island tier. Oh, it's cooked. Ooh, I'm gonna be so cooked for that run. Mussolini moment? That wasn't what I had in mind, but I guess technically coincidentally, in a way. Your streams inspired me to reinstall EU4 after a year and install Ambinar, so base. Let's go. And dedicate my drop in work efficiency to you. Huge. It's a badge of honor, to be honest. Okay, so nobody's helping Luca. That's good, because they don't deserve help. Momentum for... Why would I give the landowners anything? The landowners deserve nothing and less. But I'm also not too fond of the Roman Curia having like 50 billion% control over the of the government, so... Who are you? Roman Curia, authoritarian, the guy in charge? Oh yeah, this is the guy that would have ended up being king. No, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that, surely. If I'm gonna get somebody who's king, honestly, I would prefer it to be like some kind of industrial guy. I think. I would prefer that guy to be like an industrialist, or maybe at most a petite bourgeoisie, but maybe even not. Maybe not even that, to be honest. We'll join left on the next government reform? Okay, yeah, we don't actually like you. Never mind. We're gonna decrease your popularity, so hopefully fewer people support you. Because look at the conservative Catholic Party is still pontifical, which means eventually they're gonna be like, we should do theocracy. And I would say, no, we shouldn't do that. Also, we don't really want charity hospitals. Like, I kind of want to swap that off, but it's not super easy to do it. I don't know. We'll get around to it. Maybe, possibly one day. How does it make, or rather, how does it take more than 2 battles to take one city? Okay, at the very least, we have taken the rest of Lucca. That's good. Let's take this army, give it back to this army. Okay, what is the army power projection now? 4383 is not too bad. 4th largest army. Stronger than the French, in theory? No, you have 5250. Okay, so we're not stronger than the French, but we have more men than the French. And why is that? Because the French are using shrapnel, I assume? Skirmish infantry. Well, we're all using skirmish infantry. What about your artillery? Yeah, they have shrapnel artillery already. That's why. That's why they're strong. What about the Austrians? Do you have shrapnel artillery? Skirmish, 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 skirmish. That's all skirmishing. Lancers? Shrapnel artillery. Okay, so they do have shrapnel artillery. Which means I'm the only one who actually doesn't have shrapnel artillery, so I need to get on that. Yeah. I have a question. What's your opinion on Me-Side? And will you stream it? Oh, my friend sent me that game. That's the one with... Hold on. He sent me, I think the Steam listing for it or something. Yeah. It's a horror game, I think? I don't know that much about it, to be honest. But he sent it to me like a week ago, and he's like, you should play it in the Discord. And so I told him, after the subathon, maybe I will play it in the Discord. So, I don't know anything about the game. I might go in blind. All I know is that the game really exploded. It seems to, because I've seen like a few things, I think, on my timeline about it. Do I still have these 3 things here? No, I don't. Okay, I've been putting these manufacturing things everywhere. Except here for resources, because you guys get like a lot of sulfur. So, huge money off of that. Okay, once the army is done being built, we might have a shot of going after Austria, maybe. I think because the economy just keeps on going, keeps on building, especially once we're done reforming the army. Ooh. How much momentum do you have? Would I pay for that? 2650. Would I pay for that? I think I would pay for that, maybe. It's not that expensive. 10% momentum. But why... Okay, what's my goal? Why would I want you actually at all? Let me think about that. I know what to do. I know what to do. Yeah, they're not gonna like this as much, but I actually will do this. And the reason for that... New Chancellor? Never mind, okay. Is because I think I do want to actually empower the left for a minute, because in particular, I want the industrialists to be empowered. And I want them to be empowered because at some point I want them to be the most popular faction. And I want to get some industrialist guy to become king. That's what I want. The worst thing I think we could do is decide to become monarchy and then get the penalty from ideological incompatibility from having, like, you know, some kind of, I don't know, landowner or curia guy in charge as king. And then, you know, what if I just don't want those guys in power? But then it messes up the government's legitimacy. So I'm thinking we should just become monarchy at some point because it would be funny. Parliamentary, of course. Constitutional monarchy. You still need to have the Senate in Rome. Even if the Senate kind of doesn't matter as much. Industrialists get upset. Armed forces are happier. I kind of want to keep the armed forces happier because I'm going to go to war soon. Okay, how's it looking for the investment pool? They still have a lot of money to burn through. We are making a bit more money. I could tax people more. Maybe I should tax people more. A little bit of extra taxation, although we have a lot of radicalism right now. Trying to reform Rome? Well, in concept. I don't think it's gonna happen, if I'm being honest. I don't think I have that in me, but maybe. Anyway, we have an army projection of 5315. The French have 5286. The Austrians have 6448. The Russians have 5776. Maybe I do want to wait for shrapnel artillery. That's going to take a while. I don't know. Maybe I'll do something else in the meantime. Does anybody care about Tunis? The Prussians do. I didn't know you were best friends like that. My bad. My apologies. Defensive pact and independence guaranteed by the Belgians. You couldn't even guarantee your own territory in Wallonia. So, skill issue, I think. Actually, how do we get Dutch Flanders here? Does that ever happen? Did the Netherlands get, like, the maximum amount of territory that could be awarded to them? Because they got, like, the little thing that happens down here. They also got some of Dutch Flanders. Luxembourg is enormous now. Luxembourg, even. Actually, Morocco, do you want to be protectorate? Austria would say no. Well, maybe Austria should sit down and leave me alone, possibly. Oh yeah, we do have this going on, but I'm sure it'll solve itself. Don't worry, guys. I'm sure it'll fix itself. Probably. Only 59% turmoil. Surely that'll fix itself. Could invade you. I don't know why. Oh, right, because we have a truce for the next, like, 4 months or something, right? 5 weeks. Okay, we can wait 5 weeks and then invade these guys for, like... At least to, increase my infamy so I'm not just sitting there not burning it off. We need a theocratic Roman monarchy with a senate and cooperative-owned industries. So true. You know what's really funny is I think we can have, anarcho-monarchism. It says disallowed by anarchy, but like, what if we go monarchy first? Like, we just go... We become monarchy, and then we go over here and we say, what if we change... to anarchy? Council Republic Rome? Possibly. Maybe we change from charity hospitals to private health insurance because we can increase the max level. It's not like crazy good or anything. Minus 6% mortality. But that would require me to like actually give people a good standard of living. That's pretty cringe. Wait, no it doesn't. It doesn't have to work, it just needs to have the investment level put into it to reduce the, mortality per wealth, I guess? We're gonna keep censorship? Well, apparently the people want censorship, so that's cool, I guess. Comrade Pope? There actually is no Pope, he's gone. Well, he's not gone, he's probably just chilling in the Vatican. What about National Guard? Conscription rate? Secret police? Also, hi, Saf. Yeah, maybe we go for private health insurance. Eventually, I do want it to be reformed to public, but that's going to be like a difficult thing to do. We'll see what we can do with that. Well, actually, if we go to private health insurance, then I think the clergy will eventually turn around and be like, actually, we will support public health insurance. Because when you have charity hospitals, then the Roman curia are never going to support public while charity hospitals exist. So the idea is that we change it to this, and then the Roman curia are like, okay, all right. If we can't have charity hospitals, I guess we'll support public. You know? I think if you get rid of the papal states, you should be able to get him as an agitator, Avignon papacy style. True. I think we should be allowed to have mechanics where you just declare that the Pope in the papal states is the wrong Pope. I think that should be a thing. Alright, the election results are in. Shouldn't we have a different... Oh, never mind. Okay. I was gonna say, shouldn't we have a different chancellor? But no, we shouldn't, because technically the Roman Curia do still have the most power, even though the left party is in control. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. If the left party won the election, then shouldn't there be a left party chancellor? Isn't that how parliaments work? That is how parliaments work. I'm not crazy, right? He switched him with a Pope from Temu. ABC's been moved. He's in Sokoto now. Yeah, it's weird. Doing a bit of redecorating. Going on vacation. Okay, who do we want? It would be cool to have somebody who's like, we should do monarchy. Is it even possible to get like a monarchist agitator? It seems really rare. Because monarchy is like really popular in the world right now. So like, who's gonna exile a monarchist agitator? Not the French. Not the Spanish. Not the British, or the Austrians, or the Russians, or the Prussians, or the Ottomans, or the Egyptians, or anybody except for like New World countries, really. Okay, can I please have this? I would like to have this. Portugal might intervene, but like, no they're not. Also, why do I have 92 troops here? How did you do that? How many troops do you have? You have the correct number. Why do you have 92? Oh, because of Parma or Lucca, right. I forgot. I took the city and they had 2 units, so now we have 2 units. That makes sense. Okay, actually, those 2 units can go here. How many units do you have? 9? Okay, maybe we can add a few to them. Yeah, okay, that's fine, I guess. You're actually going to, you're gonna go down here. And we're also going to give you, like, I don't know, a few more units. Maybe, like... Let's see, how many peasants do we have? Oh, we do not have a lot of people in there. That's a problem. I have a lot of, like... A lot of regiments built up in places where we don't have the manpower for them. Yeah, my war's gonna be cooked. Anyway, let's go and give you... 8 units in there, so you'll have 10 to fight with. Actually, how bad is it? You... literally have 39 people in here. Okay, so... Oh, right. we can't get rid of units! We can't get rid of units, chat. We can't do that. Because right now we've had this... national movement for the last, like, I don't know, 5 years. And you can't delete units when you have literally anything happening in this country. You wanna do a thing? No, that's too bad. That's not happening. Okay, we don't actually need to have this at all. Minus 10%. Revolution cancelled. That's pretty funny. When is the revolution done being cancelled? In 30 months. Okay. Yeah, just a little bit of deficit spending. It's fine. Economy is definitely growing, though. Much larger than Austria's. We are catching up with Russia. We just have a bit of tech inferiority, and I also need better literacy. So we're doing something with that. But to make that actually good, honestly, I think we need public schools. And of course, the clergy aren't going to support that because that would be too easy. That would be too easy. Never mind. Campania? Sure. Okay, the capitalists have a lot of money to burn through still. Let's do a little something here. How strong is your army? 104? I think this one army itself is literally double that, so... Actually, I don't know how to check. Doesn't matter, probably good enough. May I please have another colony? Thank you. Colonies for the poor, please? Don't worry, one day we'll be a real colonial empire. Surely, guys. Surely Italy will become a real colonial empire, just like the other guys, right? Surely. What if you invaded Marina 2 to collect the penguins and prevent France from doing it? True. I should do that. Actually, you know what I should do? I need to pick up Civilizing mission at some point. Well, I don't technically need to. Still not sure if I want to make like those, what do they call them? Like the companies that you can make in Africa. I don't know if I want to do that. Yeah, surely we will not be defeated by Ethiopia. A coup? But it's by the Roman curia, and I kind of don't want to do that. Not by you guys. And in fact, it's not even like a monarchy, it's just an autocracy. Oh wait, that's like step 1, right? You know, step 1 usually is establishing autocracy, and then declaring yourself the monarch. Right. Well, in this case, I think we don't want it to be the Roman Curia, because they're just going to want to bring the Pope back. And I kind of don't want them to bring the Pope back. Like, I actually don't like you that much. So, we're going to say no. We will undermine the power of the Roman Curia, actually. That'll be good. Reforming Rome is cringe. True. Real Rome enjoyers simply play Greece and restore Byzantium. Anyway, we've cancelled the coup. We did it, guys. We saved democracy. Huge. We've solved politics. Okay, that's a good start. How long will it take for breach loading artillery? 25 months? Okay, actually that's not too bad. Because then we can get rid of a good part of our infamy just in time to declare war on Austria. After refitting the army. We crave the kill rate that the shrapnel artillery has. We really do. It's such a crazy good modifier when you compare it to like everything else. Like the previous artillery doesn't even have that. Look at that, 20% kill rate, and then you look at the shrapnel artillery. Boom, 30% kill rate. That's a whole extra 10% kill rate. That is 50% more kill rate compared to the previous artillery. Well, in terms of bonuses. Okay, so now we have a few states over here. Very cool. I don't actually have colonial laws yet. Maybe I should. I should get colonial exploitation and, like, also start colonizing this area over here. Maybe. What did we actually pick up in here? Let's do reset actions. Or methods, I guess. Just make sure they don't do anything that I don't want them to do like that. That's fine. I kind of don't want you to have these, but I can't do anything about it because this one movement is going to sit on my screen for the next 20 years. And I can't do anything to get rid of it. Unless it's literally, it only depends on the capitalists investing in these areas. And making the standard of living better. Like, I just have to rely on the capitalists to make things better in the colonies, which will surely happen. Surely. Oh yeah, we also don't need, we don't need them, but we can't get rid of them, so never mind. Gosh, I love these. I love how I can't delete literally anything. I can't reduce the size of that army. I can't get rid of, like, any buildings whatsoever. I like how this one mechanic freezes the whole game. And it's great because even though Even though this national movement is only in these 3 states, I still can't delete anything anywhere else. Like, for some reason, the fact that there is a national movement going on in South Africa prevents me from getting rid of one logging camp in Tuscany. They simply have global international influence, these guys. Or not international, just global national influence. Spans anywhere you go. These guys are so angry that they are preventing me from deleting logging camps in Tuscany. It's a very impressive influence they have. Ooh. It's both the same place. Okay. I know Italy had colonies in the Horn, but they had colonies in Southern Africa at one point. No, we took all of these. We just kind of grabbed them. Mine now. We will be taking Ethiopia, I think, just because it would be funny or something. I don't know. Britain is already colonizing, like, into the interior. They already have... Wait, there's no way you already have that thing, though, right? Oh, that's just regular malaria. Okay, it's not that advanced level 3 malaria. It's only level 1 malaria. Is that here, too? Level 1 malaria? Okay, yeah, maybe I should get colonial institutions after we finish that. If we finish that. Okay, so yeah, this army's just gonna, like, stay in Africa, I guess. They're not gonna do much. Maybe if I end up fighting Portugal over their colonies. Never mind. We will not be fighting Portugal over their colonies. But if I decide to invade the Marina Kingdom, we might use that army. Although 10 might not do the trick. Maybe we'll give it like 5 artillery, and then I think it will do the trick. So where do we have some unemployed people? Over here? Yeah, that works, I guess. Okay, so we have 6095 projection for the army. We still have to wait a few years anyway, actually. So we'll just build a few of these guys. I love deficit spending because we have 7.5 or 7.6 million credit. And we're only paying 10,000 in interest. That's beautiful. Oh, hello. Man, really wish actually that we had a better chance. Because, yeah, I really would have preferred actually if you did that a little bit later. Well, maybe Russia will get beat up. See, the problem with Russia is that they're actually going through their reforms and modernizing, and it's like kind of scary. Because they still have peasant levies for now, but they're going to laissez-faire capitalism. They've gotten rid of serfdom, they're going to laissez-faire. They're a little bit scary. You need to nation ruin Russia. Hopefully we'll get our chance. If Russia gets a chance to modernize, I might be cooked. Maybe. Hey Britain, we should do a trade agreement. I think that would be a good idea. Playing both sides with the French and... I'm playing all sides, actually. The French, the British, and the Prussians. Playing all sides, so I always end out on top. Even though, like, most of these countries don't really like each other, that's okay. Fierce rivalry between all 3 of them, but maybe being friendly as Italy. Maybe I can bring them all together for the one purpose of destroying Austria. Quick, cause the Soviet Union and Russia. I don't know if that would make it better or worse. It might make things worse. It's already rolling, you have to halt it before it gets out of hand. I don't even know how I can. I mean, their army is, what, 82-15? Well, they're conscripting people, so that makes sense. We have the second largest army. They have the largest army. What am I gonna do? A naval invasion in Russia? Well, actually... maybe. But they do have an alliance with Austria, which makes it impossible for me to act on Russia by itself. If you make them release Ukraine, they start starving the rest of the country, to be fair. Oh, is there actually that much grain production in Ukraine? Oh, shoot. Western Steppe, Dnieper River, and black soil? That's crazy. That's a lot of throughput. Oh yeah, it's like noticeable. Like a very large amount of the grain in the world actually is produced in Ukraine. So you're not wrong. It's like a very noticeable amount. That's true. That's true, actually. Maybe I will split Ukraine off of Russia. Maybe I'll do that. If I get the opportunity. I don't think it'll be easy, though. I think the main thing I would have to do is start the war with Austria for my territories. Russia might join in on that and then be like, okay, Russia, you want to join in on this? Fine, you will lose Ukraine now. In fact, I should go ahead and set a rivalry. Oh, I can't. Oh, right, yeah, technically speaking, we do trade with Russia. But it's not a lot, I think. It's some amount. Why am I exporting wood to Egypt? Hold on. What is all this? Bunch of garbage, that's what it is. Why am I exporting coffee to the British? I don't want to encourage the production of coffee. I want to encourage the production of industrial materials. And then I want to sell those refined manufacturing products. Hi Gio, your Ambinar looks pretty sus. Well, that's only because Vic 3 Ambinar hasn't been released yet. One day. Your nation ruined not by winning, but by making them lose harder. True. In fact, I'm really hoping that Prussia helps them lose super hard right now. Like, I don't know how much faith I have in Prussia, but they seem to be doing at least okay. See, the thing with Russia is that they still have peasant levies, which means they are beat-upable for now. What's really great about this, actually, is that when we run out of investment pool, we still can't do anything about it. Because we can't downsize the construction sectors. We can't do that. Because we have this going on. And I can't do anything to change it. Not really, at least. Maybe I can, I don't know, Can I give you like emergency relief? Increase food security and market access price impact? Maybe that'll help you just enough that you stop being really annoying? I don't know. Oh, also, we only have 1 million peasants left. Still a decent amount, but we're gonna finish industrializing pretty soon. And once we're done industrializing, the industrialists are going to have to invest in other countries. You join the party on Prussia's side? Not really, because the war's already started, hasn't it? Send the peasants to war. Italy is probably still full of harpies? Oh, there's a real bird of prey called harpies. That's crazy. Start a separate war? Russia is allied to Austria, and I need to declare war on Austria soon anyway, so... We will be going to war, it's just a matter of when. Like, I'm gonna bring in the French to help me against Austria. And we're going to complete the Risorgimento by force. But first, actually, what we need is shrapnel artillery. The one thing, actually, that we need is shrapnel artillery. So, after 9 months is when we're going to upgrade our artillery. And then we'll go to war. Actually, that calls into question another thing, which is... how much equipment can I produce? Because we are producing 54... how much artillery in total? We're producing 194, or rather we're producing 169 artillery. And the barracks are purchasing 169. So, when we go to war, it's actually going to increase the demand for artillery, especially when we get shrapnel artillery. Because that's going to, you know, basically increase the artillery requirements by 50%. So what we should do is, you know what, we get breech loaders here, don't we? That's not too bad. As long as we have steel production, which is the real question, to be honest. Do we have steel production? Probably not. We should also swap to that, to be honest, because, yeah, we have lead that we can use for that. Arms industries, let's get some steel requirements in that. Because, yeah, we kind of don't have steel production. Not a lot, at least. And that's a problem. We have some steel production, just not a significant amount. That's because we haven't had a significant demand. So we need to ask the industrialists to please build more steel. And then we're going to need even more steel. We need infinite steel. Alright, you can have that, I guess. And we do want bourgeoisie patronage. And we're gonna keep on shifting some of these to steel. So, you can change to steel. Just to encourage more production. And then you can change to steel. Isn't there a mod that, like, auto-applies production methods? Which is honestly a thing that should exist in the base game, but doesn't. Maybe I should install that. Oh, right. We are now producing a very large amount of tools. We should trade them with the British. Just go to war and steal other countries' steel? Well, I mean... yeah, kind of, but also no, kind of. Because we need the steel to produce more artillery so that we can actually do that. So, we start with the steel to get the artillery to be able to produce more steel, I guess. Also, the glass does not have enough lead. And that kind of makes sense, because we haven't really needed to extract all too much lead, so there hasn't been a demand. But I guess the bourgeoisie will probably build something, right? The capitalists will build something, hopefully. Hopefully. Okay, infamy is going down. That's good. Shrapnel artillery should be in another few weeks. It's really nice to see that Prussia is pushing into Russia. Not because I care that much whether or not who cares about this war, right? Like, all right, who cares if the Baltic government becomes free? Good for Finland, I guess. They did break free. In fact, that's the fastest I've ever seen Finland break free. Even when I played Finland, I did not break free this quickly. But also, I would say that Finland breaking free early is like a death sentence for any Finland player. In my opinion, actually, what you want to do is remain in the Russian market for a while to build up ports. That's a really big thing. You take advantage of the stuff that Russia has, like coal. You can build up ports, and then you can break free and pretty seamlessly your economy remains untouched. Or if you do it super early, I guess. Those are the two options. But like mid-game, kinda sucks, I think. But I'm not good at this game. Anyway, Finland's free. Good for them. The Baltic government, they will not be free. Unfortunate. Private health insurance. Let's go and bump that up so we can actually have more health insurance. I think overall we have more, even though it's based on per wealth. So it's 0.8. We would get like roughly 10 or 9 or something. 9% reduction compared to what we had before, which was 6% mortality reduction. So it is an improvement only because we can put more investment into it. The only thing is, it does empower the petite bourgeoisie, who may or may not do a couple of funky things with the government as we continue to play the game. We'll see. That's fine. Man, I really want you guys to, like, reduce your activism, maybe. We're gonna, like, improve things. We will fix radicalism, maybe. Okay, yeah, so the economy is starting to suffer because we simply do not have the investment pool to maintain what we were doing before. And I also can't downsize the construction because this problem just... It's really the gift that keeps on giving. It's really nice. It's really cool. Okay, we might want that as well. I don't know. Maybe. How much steel do we produce? Okay, steel is still expensive. It's steel expensive? Ha. Okay, let's import something. French, British, we need steel. That's just kind of how it is. Robert, are you okay at day 7 or already feeling a bit tired? I'm a little bit tired, I can't lie, but also I know tomorrow, because of actually how the timeline lines up with like the family stuff I have going on, tomorrow I actually can't stream on Christmas Eve. And then Christmas Day itself, of course. I already said I would not be streaming on Christmas Day. So I do have like those 2 days in the middle of like break, I guess. Tomorrow is going to be me wrapping presents and helping with dinner maybe, and then having dinner and all the stuff we'll be doing on Christmas Eve. Maybe. I had to throw that in there for the plausible deniability, in which case I may or may not help with Christmas dinner. Or Christmas Eve dinner. Okay, we have the breech loading artillery, that's good. Maybe we want a little bit more. Yeah, we definitely do. Cool, we want this too. Should be able to make more money now. In theory, maybe. What else? Right, we want to go to the artillery and change that to breech loading, because we will produce more artillery, which will be necessary because we need to upgrade our artillery. There we go. So how strong is the army now? 70, 69, 71, 71. It just keeps on going. We ever play Finland in Vic 3? It's funny you should mention that, because I think one of the countries I've played the most in Vic 3 is Finland. I guess we'll do that as well, that's cool. I've actually played a lot of Finland in Vic 3. Do we actually have tobacco? Oh, we don't have enough ammunition. Oh shoot, we don't have enough ammunition. I didn't think about that. How did I not think about the ammunition? The munitions plants do not produce enough ammo. And we are the number 4 producer, so we can't exactly import a whole lot, but we will get some from the British and French, and we need to very quickly build a little bit of ammunition. And we have explosives factories here, so we might as well just like expand these a bit. But we also need lead as well, don't we? Yeah. So we need to expand lead production. And we need to expand ammunition production. Maybe actually get like 4 of those. What we're gonna do is build them like this. So we can slowly increase the munitions production. Gonna be expensive. I will tax people a little bit more. And I think we can go to war chat. I mean, look at us. 3rd largest army by number. We have 7171 power projection with the army. That is larger than Austria's, although they will conscript people. France is pretty strong. Russia just fought a war. So I imagine they've probably gone into a bit of debt. Oh, I don't like to see that GDP rise. I don't like that. Okay. I really don't like to see that GDP go up in Russia. Okay, we should start the war against Austria, I think. Missed that out, need to check it out then. Oh, I haven't made videos for Finland, to be clear. I've played Finland just, you know, on my own for fun. Like, maybe twice. Because I've tried to get the achievement. You know, the one where you have to produce like 100 tanks per day as Finland? Or something like that. Anyway, surely the economy will not collapse while we are at war, surely. Russia's still reeling from this war with Prussia, so I think it's fine if we just go ahead and say, alright, we're gonna go and take the rest of Venice. Not Venice, Italy. Russia will still join them, but they're not having a great time because they just fought that war. Even America might join on my side, and that would be really interesting. I don't know what America wants in this. In fact, you kind of have a bit to focus on right now, considering your economy still hasn't recovered, and it's been 15 years. So, good luck with that, I guess. Also, at some point I do need to do monarchy. Who's in charge? Still you? I don't like you, though. But he is an aesthete, master bureaucrat, popular commander, charismatic. If there's anybody who would probably become king, it would be this guy, wouldn't it? Even though I don't like that he's part of the Roman curia. Why do we want to become monarchy? What's the goal here? Roman Empire. Technocratic Roman Empire? Wouldn't that be something? Unlocks command economy. I'm not doing all that. Minus 10% legitimacy penalty from ideological incompatibility? Oh, that does solve one of our problems. Another thing, actually, the other goal is not just about becoming monarchy. The other goal is that we want to have a power block, which is sovereign empire, and for some reason you can only do that with monarchy. But we do want a power block, because if we don't get one started as soon as possible, then it's going to take a really long time for it to build up. And also, I have a formable from a mod, Roman Empire. I mean, it's not really easy to do it, but in theory would be possible. All you would have to do is try to like turn all of the other countries into subjects, right? Although maybe that's not even possible either. Looks like a pain to form. It really does. Like, that's a lot of stuff you need to own. All the way over here, too? No, we need 103 of these states. Yeah, it's gonna be, interesting, at least. But anyway, that was the goal that we kind of set out. The flag is ugly? Okay, maybe we'll get a better flag. Who knows? Who knows? Although, yeah, it's super pixely. Oh, yeah, no, you're right. The Vic 3 version of this does not look nearly as good as the EU4 version. Anyway, yeah, what was I saying? Maybe we should just say, let this guy do monarchy things just so I can have an empire. In fact, I wouldn't even be opposed to the idea of creating our empire power block and then actually changing that back to republic. I wouldn't be opposed to that. Wait, is that a thing you can do? If you lose monarchy status, do you keep your power block like empire? Well, I think the answer would be yes. Specifically because I know that when I was playing Canada and Britain became a republic, they kept the British Empire as a power block, and it was a sovereign empire. So actually what we could do is go monarchy and then swap it back to parliamentary republic. I don't like this guy being the monarch, but if anyone were going to do it, it would probably be this guy, because he has like insane popularity. Or his stats would have given him insane popularity if I didn't manually decrease it like 7 times. Ever played Denmark and formed the Kalmar Union? I actually have. In fact, I think I've formed Scandinavia as Denmark and Norway. Not Finland, though. Usually with Finland, I decide we're just going to own everything as Finland. Because I feel like it's funnier that way. It's finnier that way, actually. Haha. Got him. Anyway. Yeah, we're gonna do it. Screw it. It is what it is. We're just gonna get you in charge, I guess. Unless anybody else who actually wants monarchy. Who supports this? Petite bourgeoisie and the Roman curia. Well, I mean, this would be all everyone involved then, right? So. Okay, I mean, it's not my favorite. But I guess he'll be the guy. I guess we will simply have him in charge of the thing, sure. Because I want my sovereign empire block. It's gonna take a while. Okay, I still don't think we're quite ready to go to war with the Austrians yet. Not least because the organization is terrible on this unit. But also because we're going to have to go ahead and finish building this stuff to have enough ammunition to even supply the newly updated army. Okay, this time we will not cancel the revolution, that's fine. We will simply, they will become more radical. Just a little bit. Surely nothing will happen. Oh, and the Austrians are having a drought? A heat wave, very cool. Oh, only like 4 months though, never mind. We should also increase that. Maybe by like 1 level at least. Psychiatry, that's useful for more maneuvers. When we actually do start this war. The bourgeoisie can kind of just deal with it for a moment. Sicily gets devastation? How on earth did you from down here manage to bomb Sicily? How did you do all that? I remember doing an Empire under the Pun achievement. Time for a punitive expedition? There's nothing we can really do about it, though. That's the thing. It's like, okay, well, damn. I guess it is what it is. Wait, is that? Oh, that's an achievement in Vic 3. I'm like, an Empire under the Pun. I've never heard of that one. Oh, I see. Yeah, starting as the Sikh Empire subjugate Britain. Some of these achievements, I feel like they were handcrafted for me to never complete. Because I'm not doing all that. I don't think I would be able to do all that. This doesn't really change much. Okay, we've built more ammunition plants. Oh, but we have nobody here to actually work in them. Let's go... That's pretty big. That's huge. Anyway, we're building more, so it should be fine, I think. I think if there's a time for us to go to war, it's going to be right now. And actually, I'm going to build more munition plants, and they're going to be like right there. Well, we can wait a little bit longer. Russia is industrializing rapidly and recovering from their war with Prussia. They still have peasant levies. They haven't gotten laissez-faire yet. I think we can wait maybe half a year at most. Healthcare's improved. Mortality should hopefully go down. We'll see. Not by like a lot or anything. Okay, repeaters have been unlocked. What else do we need? We can't really do much with this. Enlistment offices or electric telegraph for the reduced war exhaustion. Ooh, never mind. We want that. Yeah. Increased kill rate and army defense. Yup. I think we do want that. Your people need more books? They need to let me get rid of child labor, actually. That's what they need to do. And they're not doing it. Okay, so Austria's at 67. We are at 75. France is at 91. Russia's at... Oh, we got this war in the bag. As long as we have the materials necessary, we can get the war apps, we can get all the territory, maybe even take... We still want to release Croatia and take Austrian Montenegro, because then we can go into the Ottoman Empire as well, except that they're allied with the British, aren't they? I forgot about that. Well, still, I'm going to cut off Austria's sea access. Coastal privileges will be revoked. You will not be doing any trade with anybody by sea. You will become a landlocked country. Can you vassalize Bulgaria? Like turn them into a protectorate? I think the Russians are protecting them. It's the Austrians. So if I beat up the Austrians, then technically, I think I could. Completely surround Austria, make it so they can only trade with you? No, they're gonna hate me so much that they would just embargo me at that point, probably. No, instead the point is that we're going to Balkanize Austria. If given the opportunity, I will release Hungary. I will completely destroy the Habsburg Empire. There will not be one left. Yeah, I'll give Austria the 2024 borders. Didn't you also want to take Portugal's East African colonies? It's much more important to me that I complete Risorgimento. Because there's a lot of population in here that can be industrialized. Like, there's a lot of peasants, unemployed people. They are suffering, frankly, under the Austrian Empire. And so, we must liberate the Italian brothers and sisters in Venice and Lombardy. Just don't worry about the other parts that we may or may not be taking. Yeah, see, there's so much turmoil. They don't even want to live in the Austrian Empire. We will do them a favor by putting them under Italian rule. Of course, naturally. And no other reason. What is happening here? The Belgian Radical Revolt. What are you doing? What is radical about this Belgian revolt? What do you have, universal suffrage? That's... Oh, I guess they got rid of the monarchy and they said they have a republic. Okay, Netherlands want a defensive pact, except I actually don't care about the Netherlands. In fact, I don't think about you at all. So no. France is on board. Prussia's a maybe. The US is weirdly looking forward to this. I think we might be ready. Let me do a double check of the army supplies. Ammunition is... we're solving the shortage of ammunition. We have a surplus of artillery and small arms. Hopefully that means that some of the buildings are not actually being fully utilized. Like they're not at full employment. They might be. It'll probably be fine. Probably. You should also not forget Malta. Yeah, that's definitely going to be later. We don't have the naval capacity to take Malta right now, I think. It would also be very funny if I could take Gibraltar from the British. I think that would be hilarious, in fact. I might even eventually want to force nationalization from the Austrians, because I'm sure they have a lot of ownership in here as well. Yeah, so eventually we might do that. Who knows? You should also take New York. That's basically an Italian core. True. Actually, maybe not in this timeline. Or, hold on. It's not like it would be easy to tell. But I think we're actually doing quite well in terms of, like, standard of living that people don't want to en masse leave Italy. Anyway. Let me save before this. I always do something stupid. So before I do things that are stupid, I want to save. Although, I've been preparing for this for quite a while. So, we want to take Venice back. The problem is, how do I prevent you from trying to just cede Venice? I think the answer to that is making the Croatia demand primary. Surely they would not capitulate and release all of Croatia simply to not fight me. Surely. Oh, also, just in case. Both of these armies will conscript a little bit. I don't know why I said conscript like that, but anyway. And the other guy will get this. We do want, like, roughly even numbers. $15, $10. The other army. 15, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, hopefully that works out. I don't think we need that many in terms of conscripts. We have 50. How much does Austria have? 122. I guess the AI just like maximizes their conscripts because they don't want to care that much. Okay. So 20 and 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm sure you have, what, like National Guard or something? Is that why you're able to do that? No, I don't even know why they're able to conscript so much. That's kind of weird. Oh, you know what it is, probably? I'm sure they have enlistment offices. Probably part of it. We definitely also want military statistics for advanced tactics training. And maybe we upgrade these? We don't have a lot of steel, though. It would kind of be crippling for steel, but we might need more. Just like a few more small arms when the war begins. Okay, I'm going to create a second save, actually. Don't worry about, like, the 7 Roman Empire saves I have. Okay, So, Austria is uncertain because this time we are prepared. We do want to call in the French on our alliance. The Americans kind of want to get involved for some reason. I don't know why. What we're going to do, because now we have 120 maneuvers, so let's think about this. To return the other states, we're looking at, what is that, 20, 40, 52? 52 for everything else, which leaves us with, well, as long as we have above 52, we're good. So let's just look at, like, liberating Croatia. That's 30. I think we do want to do that. We're going to take this stuff, so we don't want to release Illyria necessarily. Yeah, let's liberate Croatia. 15 to add that to primary. That's kind of a lot. But hopefully it locks them from trying to leave. I don't know, we'll see. Actually, I'm sure if Russia gets involved, then they'll be overconfident enough. We'll see. I think it'll actually be better for us. Let's do this, actually, because if they're going to do that, then they're already raising conscription, and we should do the same. If they bring in Russia, and they will, then maybe they'll be confident enough to not back down. Let's call in the French on our alliance. Russia sides with Austria, okay. Still uncertain, although we definitely have, like, the advantage between us two. I think we had an opportunity where we could have swayed Prussia, but I don't think that matters that much. In fact, that might have caused an issue if we actually did do that. The Americans want in, but the Americans, I mean, how big is your military? Not really all that big, my dude. You'd have to conscript a lot and then send people over, and that's going to take a while. I don't know. Yeah, I think it would be better, in fact, if the sides were more even, only because I'm afraid of Austria backing down and only giving me Venice. Like, I'm gonna say, I think we want to fight this war to its conclusion and enforce everything. Not least because I think we would win. Right now, as it is. Like, even just considering the economy sizes at this point. Like, my economy is larger than Russia's. It's larger than Austria's. The France's economy is larger than everyone's economy. France's military is also larger than Austria's and Russia's. Same with mine. I think we're going to be okay. We'll see, though. So I think what I want to do is say, you're going to return... Well, let's wait a little bit, actually. Let's not do anything crazy. We have a lot of time to wait on this. Also, since we're mobilizing, it gives us a chance to see, like, how bad is the economy right now. In terms of things. Yeah, ammunition's expensive. That's what I thought. Which is why we're building more. And let's see if we can import any from anybody. Not really. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to produce a lot of artillery. We're the #1 producer. Next is the French Empire, then the Prussians. Oh, we might stomp. Like, Austria isn't even on this list. The Hudson Bay Company produces more ammunition than the Austrians. What were you using to fund your armies? Dude has no ammunition. Absolutely zero kind of production. Dude, it is so over for the Austrians. I didn't think it was that bad. But these guys genuinely will not have an economy by the end of this. Oh, that's crazy. I didn't realize. I think they were using my ammunition for their armies. We have a monopoly on ammunition. It is over for the Austrians. That is so funny. Oh, they're cooked. They are more than a little cooked. We will have to raise more taxes, which is unfortunate, but I think it kind of is what it is. Because it's going to be an expensive war, but I think we can just, like, march into Wien within maybe a year, and I think we'll be good to go. They concede all primaries if they back down, yeah. So I don't think they're going to back down on this, even though, like, they are going to die in this war. They cannot supply their armies with anything. They produce absolutely zero form of ammunition. See, I had the foresight to think, oh, what if my army takes up a lot of ammunition, time to build a lot. Austria's like, surely we won't fight any war in the next 5 years, right guys? Surely we will not need to produce any ammunition for all the artillery that we've been making. We can simply throw the artillery at the enemy, that'll work. Anyway, in terms of our GDP, I think we can cut down on these 2 degrees, or decrees, not degrees. And we're going to use that for services, because that's going to give us a lot of money. The people will not like the amount that we're taxing them, but it's alright. I didn't even need to, like, pick up conscription. I'm conscripting people for absolutely no reason. Which army is this? Oh, like a really small one? Okay, that's fine. Oh, right. Do we actually have tobacco or no? Because I could pay for that, although it depends on how expensive it is. We really don't produce a lot of tobacco. We have some in Lorenzo Marques. I don't think we should give them tobacco. I just don't think we'd be able to import enough. Maybe we can import enough, actually. I'm sure the British have enough tobacco in their market that we can import tobacco. And it would be nice for the army. 10% morale recovery. Maybe we can give it to... What would that end up being? Like 90 tobacco? That's actually not too much to import. The question is how expensive it would be. Oh, that's like nothing. That's really not that expensive. Let's go ahead and import tobacco from the British or something. Also, the Portuguese are now in the British market. Interesting. Investment agreement with the French Empire. I'm a little afraid that French capital is still more powerful than Italian capital. I feel like we would kind of get the raw end of the deal here. How many peasants do you have, France? How much can you even be industrialized? 8 million peasants? Ooh, I think in the long run that actually works out for us. Because we're going to finish industrializing soon. So they simply won't have as much to invest in Italy. There won't be as many opportunities as vice versa. So maybe. Maybe? Your terms are acceptable. I don't think I'm calling in the Americans on this. I think what I'm going to do is just say, we're going to want a return state. Next, we will take Lombardy. And maybe war reps. Russia will need to be dealt with later. Not really up to date on Vic 3 and often get lost when minigame starts. When do you start to privatize stuff? I think it depends on your country and what the investment pool looks like. Because on one hand, privatizing stuff helps because you don't have to use the governing bureaucracy. keep thinking governing capacity. That's not this game. So you need to have less bureaucracy, and it does make those, like the economy of scale modifier, more effective. On the other hand, your private sectors could simply be building more buildings instead of privatizing ones that already exist. So they could expand GDP, thus making the whole country wealthier, or you could just sell off assets to dig yourself out of a little bit of debt, maybe. Had to buy a pair of $300 boots. Can't afford a 10 pledge right now, or I would. I mean, you don't have to worry about that. But like $300 boots. They have gold plating on those boots? Sheesh. Still uncertain from their side. That doesn't matter because Austria will have literally no ammunition soon, so it's fine. Actually, what we could do if we felt so inclined... Oh, sure. Is, first of all, actually, I don't want the French to command my armies. I think that's cringe, so you will not be commanding my armies. What we should do, to start with, is actually defend. Because I'm sure the Austrians will try to attack us, and that would be stupid of them, but they might do it anyway. The French are moving some people over, so that's nice. Still 41 maneuvers. I don't think they're going to back down at this point. It would be really weird if they did, with uncertain. Yeah, the Austrians are overconfident. They should be worried because they have no ammunition, but they don't realize that. I think it would be cool to push it a little further and say, actually, I would like South Tyrol as well. And then eventually we will want Küstenland. Oh, shoot. Can I maybe not take Montenegro? That's 13. This is 19. Aw, we don't have enough maneuvers. Well, shoot. I guess they'll keep Montenegro. And then eventually we'll come around and, like, grab that. But that's kind of funny. It would actually be even funnier if, because they're now cut off from the Austrians, they simply decide to rejoin with Montenegro. Which is just like 3 tiles or something. It would increase the population by like 3 times. Or 2.5 times. Very funny. Okay, we're gonna wait until... We're gonna wait until things escalate a little bit. Oh, don't you dare. Don't you dare back down. I swear, if you back down, I'm gonna be so upset. Seriously. Sebastiano Bolmida is a figure who really knows his stuff. I wouldn't necessarily mind that guy becoming king if it's possible. What's your popularity? Maybe we increase your popularity, possibly, maybe, I don't know, see if we can make you prime minister and then give you the monarchy? Wouldn't that be cool, maybe? Popularity's 35, you're more well-liked than this guy. Add primary. Okay, well first I want to do this. And then whatever's left we want to add to primary. But actually... I guess the only thing we can really do that with is the war reps. That's 5. Which brings us to 22. Okay, we can add war reps as primary. And they might not back down with that then. Don't you dare. Do not back down from this. You will run out of ammunition. You will get steamrolled. And you will be very embarrassed. And just before we're not able to do diplomatic maneuvers, we're going to slap that on at the end. So we will be taking these 4 states, releasing Croatia, Getting war reps. Yeah, that's everything, actually. Don't you dare back down. Don't do it. I got my eye on you. Actually, if we have any pillaging... There we go. You can pillage. That's cool. Don't do it. Don't you dare back down. Okay, the population is not really a fan of the fact that I'm like turbo taxing them. But that's okay. We are now producing more ammunition. Oh shoot, I don't have the infrastructure for that province. Okay, hold on. Can I do this? Temporary fix. Yeah, that's kind of really important because that's one of the provinces that will produce more ammunition for us. Tax them harder? I don't think that's a good idea. Okay, we want to set the strategic objective to Vienna, probably. Oh, perfect. That's perfect. That's beautiful. Okay, yes, we have cut off some of our trade with the Russians, but it wasn't a lot, and I think they get hurt from that more than we do. Also, what are these random... Did I start these? Okay, we don't need all that. Oh, right, I did do that with Britain so we could get the trade agreement. I actually don't like you, Austria, so I don't know why I'm trading with you. I don't think the trade we had with Russia was that important. I think it's fine. Anyway, let's see who blinks first. First battle. The Russians are attacking the French and kind of winning, which is not good. We're defending against the Russians much better. Oh, look at that. Insane ratios on the Russian side. We're starting an offense in Venice. Not doing too bad. That's that shrapnel artillery at work. Absolutely decimating the Russian waves. These are like World War I level casualties in 1871. One battle, 60,000 casualties on the Russian side. Don't like how the French are kind of taking an L there, though. That's kind of weird. Anyway. Problem is, it's not going to be easy for us to actually occupy a lot. I don't know. Anyway, I think you can advance, actually. I think you can advance. Because the Austrians are only going to get worse and worse with time. Yeah, they went back down to line infantry. Oh, no. Oh no, they went back to line infantry because they don't have ammunition. What about that shrapnel artillery? How's that doing, Austria? Looking excellent with absolutely zero kind of ammunition. Very cool. We're reaching Vienna before Christmas. Let's go. And we're making money. Maybe I should tax people less. Okay. Maybe we can afford to lower taxes a little bit as a treat. As a little treat. Oh shoot, we're actually, yeah, minus 25% offense is huge on that. Establish an embargo against the Austrians, way ahead of you. In fact, we're at war. That's an automatic embargo, but just in case, because I don't like you. In fact, please never trade with me again, thanks. Radical movement, we don't really care that much. Oh, you're militant, though. Oh, yeah, actually, let's try to reduce the attraction of that. I don't think we're going to turn this around. We might. No, it's over. Never mind. That's okay. Losing one battle, that's not the end of the world. Just had a really bad start. I think we're gaining momentum over the course of this war already. Let's not change that, actually. Wait, did I change my production methods? Not those ones, but I mean, yes. These ones. Okay, I did to the best that we have currently. Eventually we'll get military statistics, and that'll be useful. Action and movement gains support. You know what? Sure. Where even is the reactionary movement? Oh, there we go. I think if we can get someone to join it, then maybe we can get someone in charge of something? I don't know. No monarchists to invite. Tragic. If only I could have this guy in charge, because then he would be made king. But you can't just, like, suppress the power of certain guys anymore. Oh, see, now we can get public health insurance. That's something we do want. Alright, that's Lombardy. Good start. They have to take Venice. How are we losing more war exhaustion? Or war support? 2.38, 2. Okay, maybe because... Oh, because now we have control over war goals. I see. Oh, I think it's because they started off by controlling war goals, but now we have Lombardy. Okay, so I see, I see. If we didn't take anything, then they would have actually still had 100% of their war goals. That's why we were losing war support over time. But it doesn't really make a difference because we're about to take both of these. So they will actually have nothing enforced right now, I think. The immediate Russia capitulation is wild. They noped out of this war. What was that? What was that? Hold on, like 2 months? 2 months of warfare and they folded like a lawn chair? That's crazy. That was possibly the fastest Russia capitulation I've ever seen. They realized they were not cut out for this. Yeah, it's over for the Austrians. Beyond over. Well, as long as we get this fixed in the next few days, we are chillin'. It's kind of weird that we're still only having one battle at a time. Don't we have like multiple units trying to push? I guess we don't. Oh boy, oh, I hate this event so much. Recovering army morale for 2 years? Like, genuinely, I think we could do this. Because it's only... Well, no, the advancement speed's pretty bad. This actually isn't that bad. Italian war exhaustion increases. That's fine. I do want all this, actually. So when you're ready to capitulate, just let me know. Peace deal proposed. If it's anything other than full capitulation, don't even talk to me. Although, we do need to maybe give you something. Are we defensive strategists? You seem alright. That seems alright. Recovery rate, reduce morale loss. That's fine, sure. Can't wait to see Austria go into debt and collapse after this. It's going to be great. Looking forward to the dissolution of the Austrian Empire. Yeah, it is 1872. I don't think we're forming the Roman Empire, guys. Radical movement is militant. I think it would be cool if you were not. But the reason you're militant is because we're doing monarchy. So, like, when we enact monarchy, what are you going to do about it? We've already signed the law. What are you going to do, unsign the law? That's what I thought. Don't even look at me if you're not trying to capitulate right now. Like, France is willing to stay in this war? We're just waiting for you to fall apart. What was that? I think... Oh, right, we got hand-cranked machine guns, so we're actually even stronger than we were before we started the war. That's cool. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Hey, at least it's not the secessionist movement, now it's a radical movement, that's fun. I think we can deal with that pretty soon, actually, so it's not a big deal. Please give me Vienna. I would like to have one Vienna, please. Waiter, one Vienna, if that would work, please. Okay, we're gonna have to go after the trade unions, but they have, like, no power, so who cares, actually. Oh, that's beautiful. That's perfect. Peak. How are you doing? How's that economy doing, Austria? How's that economy doing? +2 from the size of Austrian loans. Okay, I actually don't know in this case what that even means. Like +2, so like 20% of your credit's been taken out? I don't know. Anyway, do you want to capitulate, please? We don't have to do this. I've already taken your capital. We can just, like... Oh yeah, and it's super funny because we proclaim monarchy in the middle of taking down the Habsburg monarchy. Anyway, we now have our emperor, Benedetto Caracciolo, and I didn't really want this guy to be emperor, but it's not like the end of the world, I guess. He is authoritarian. Hopefully it doesn't mean anything. Surely that will not create a problem. Okay, so the reason I wanted that was to create my power block, which, in fact, it would be really funny to create after we finish this war. Actually, we don't need to keep pushing. There's no reason for more people to die. It's not productive for anybody. Oh boy, that's fine. And will they give up? They'll give up pretty soon. There we go. Now we can enforce everything that we wanted. Beautiful. Okay, Croatia has like the same map color as me, which kind of confused me for a minute there, but what we want to do at this point is proclaim the... We're going to start with... Oh, Stato d'Amar. Is that like a unique Italian faction name? Okay, well, we want Sovereign Empire. What does that mean? Stato d'Amar. Time to do translation. Stato d'Amar was the Republic of Venice's maritime and overseas possessions from around 1000 to 1797. Huh. What do you know? You know what? We'll do Italian LARP, I guess. English to Italian. We'll start off by calling it the Italian Empire. And then we're going to change it. Oh, there's no capitalization for proper nouns in Italian? I didn't know that. So it'd be like this, right? Because when you have Russia, you have like, Imperia Russiskaya or something, right? I'm Italian, I can translate on the fly? Okay. Russiskaya Imperia or whatever it is. Yeah, you know, their faction name is in Russian. Obviously, you have the British Empire in English. Okay, so this would be correct. I guess even the capitalization, even though it kind of hurts. See that? Okay, I'm sorry. I might change the capitalization, even if it's technically incorrect. It just kind of hurts a bit to not have it capitalized. Okay, so we're going to start off by doing our LARP, like just calling it the Italian Empire. And then later, if I have like a lot of territory, I'll just rename it and recustomize things to make it the Roman Empire. You can capitalize the I in Italiano. It's not correct. Or not incorrect. Perfect. Okay, so how do we want to do this? You can't even have tricolors with these shield patterns. I feel like it would have been so easy to add like 70 of these, but they only added 4 for some reason. It's so weird. Why only add 4? Like it's... Am I crazy in thinking that this would not be a hard thing to add like a lot of? Like specifically the shield patterns? Like sure, like these take... This is actual like a lot of artwork. So I respect that there are only a few of these. But for this one, I mean, dude, it's only a couple of patterns. There's no way it can be that hard to add like more of them, right? Anyway. Maybe I should actually install that mod. That mod that gives you like a bunch of expanded options. Usually I don't install it anymore because it really gives a couple of really weird decisions for them and the AI just randomly generates them. But since they've already randomly generated some weird stuff anyway, who cares? Maybe I'll just save and import that one mod that gives me better customization. Oh, actually, before I save, because I know I'm going to forget, oh, it's already incorporated. See, that doesn't even make any sense then. For some reason, these are automatically incorporated when I take them, but for some reason, when I form Italy, I have to manually incorporate all the states. Okay. Anyway. Let me go and install that mod that gives me better customization for my power blocks. Otherwise, we're just gonna have like a cringe-looking power block. It's gonna look sad. Uncustomized. Oh, what do you know? There's a mod. Power blocks expanded. Oh. Okay, that looks like advanced stuff to me. Never mind, we're not doing all that. I mean, maybe at some point. Maybe at some point I'll play a game with that mod. But, yeah. We're not going to install that mid-game. I just want a couple of things. I'm seeing the Ottoman Empire flag. That's kind of cursed. Cool. Anyway. Power block. Is a China power block? Oh, like a mod for it? Okay. Wait, hold on a second. The power block coat of arm emblems mod that I used is discontinued now. Well, now I'm sad. Oh, there's another mod that adds power block emblems that they say is far superior to this one? Well, now I need to find that one. I don't know which one they're referring to. They just say that there's a better one, but they don't, like, link the better one. Dude. Let me go see, let me look at the comments. Oh, okay, they did link it. I'm just stupid. There's a better one. And it was released in July. Oh, and it actually is so much better. Oh, yeah, okay, they're right, it is better. Yeah, let me use the other one. The Sphere Emblems Plus mod, okay. Let me boot that. Sphere Emblems Plus. Wait. Is that the one I've been using? Power block coat of arms emblems. I have been using that one. That's crazy. Okay, what do you know? Yeah, let's go ahead and I guess enable that then. Huh, I thought I was using the old one. Okay, let's continue then. Boot the game back up. Apparently I did have that installed, I just didn't have it enabled. And I thought that I didn't have it enabled because I thought it was the old one. And I do have the old one installed. But I just don't use it. Maybe the power block we're looking for was already a part of view the whole time? Yeah. Maybe the real power block emblems were the Austrian empires we dismantled along the way. I love when I boot up Victoria 3 and I can just hear the fans in my PC start to pick up steam and take flight. The Austrians still have a port in Montenegro. It doesn't really matter. Because they have no supply connection to the capital. That's what matters. So these guys are actually an isolated state now. They have 0% access to the Austrian market. Which means the Austrians have no way of giving them supply because Croatia exists now. Anyway, power block stuff. Let's take a look at this. We want a sovereign empire. We're gonna do that. Now we have stuff we can work with. Let's go. Okay. Also, yeah, it has a few customized ones. I kind of don't like the fact that these ones specifically exist. Because sometimes other AI, when they randomly generate their power block thing, they just take like whatever they feel like. So sometimes you have America form a power block and they just take like the Ching sphere emblem. Just because. But anyway. We can have the little thing at the top. Little golden crown, maybe. The primary color... Well, actually, it depends what I want to do with this. We could do tricolor. Oh yeah, the way that they have... is it these set up? No, it's this. Okay, so it doesn't... It's not ideal, but you can do a form of tricolor, I think. Maybe? Well, we're gonna want this. Yeah, you can do this. This is how you do it. I kind of don't like the way that that looks. I feel like there's too much in the center. It feels almost a little bit off-center too, but maybe that's just because the other elements are not perfectly centered. Like, I think this eagle is slightly more to the right than it is to the left, and that kind of annoys me. Kind of looks Mexican. It's the same tricolor, man. I don't know what to tell you. What can we get for Italy here? This would be perfect for like a Roman Empire. We're not going to do that yet. Do the leaf, Canadian Italy. Huge. Oh my god, is that NATO Italy? That's crazy. Beaver Italy? What even is that? Some kind of bird, okay. We could just go like super generic and be like, yep, big old cross in the middle. I mean, I guess technically what we could do is go with this. No, I don't like the way that looks. Actually, I don't like the way any of this looks. I don't like the tricolor. I don't like any of this. No, I'm ditching the whole thing. We're changing it. We're going to... We can get the wings, that's fine. We're changing this. I don't like it. We're getting a little crown in the middle. Primary color should be red, actually, I think. Maybe like a deep green. No, I'm not a big fan of that. Maybe white. Either white or red, I think, works better for like a map color. But if we do red, then the British already have red. Or if we're gonna do a red, it could be something like a something closer to like a burgundy-ish. And then the secondary color should be like gold. Then we're going to change the center. Take purple, the color of the Roman emperors. I feel like we should do that roleplay or that sort of thing after we actually get closer to Rome. Because right now we're not quite in the Rome LARP phase. We're just in the Risorgimento completed phase. So I feel like, okay, yeah. Let me make it Italian themed first. And then we can make it Roman themed later. Like eventually we'll pick up like the laurel wreath as well. Can you change it later? Yes. You can change customization for all of it later, I think. Make it Holy Roman Empire themed? Oh my god, I'll be cursed. Go with an eagle or the fasces with Italian tricolor. Maybe? Was that like Italian symbolism before Mussolini? Was that a thing or no? Or did that only arise with the concept of fascism? Do the keys for now because he started as the Pope. And also the guy in charge. The guy in charge is actually, yeah, this actually makes a lot of sense in terms of, like, theming. The guy in charge, the monarch, I keep saying the guy in charge without explaining. The monarch is, of the Curia faction. And we start as the Pope. I think that this symbolism makes sense. Maybe make these a little bit more yellow in terms of the keys. Like, brighter and stuff. Or maybe we can go with silver. I'm pretty sure the keys are supposed to be silver and gold, aren't they? I think I like this better in terms of coloring, rather than also borrowing the crown's color. The primary color for now... Okay, I really don't like the green, so we might just go with white, but then that ruins the keys. So maybe we go with like... Maybe we go with like a dark red, kind of? Like maybe this? And then on the top, we just go with this. And then on the sides, of course, we go with the angels. And with the map color pattern, I'm spending way too much time on just customizing this power block compared to playing the game. Maybe that would be fine. We can't get the gold for the other key, but... This looks alright to me. The black is too hard to see? On the dark red? So maybe like a brighter red, like this? I think that's fine. It's really annoying to me that the crown on top is simply not centered. And not even by a little bit, it's like noticeably not centered. And it's not even close either. Like, look at this thing, chat. It's at least like 10 pixels to the right. I hate that. But the eagle isn't much better. It's also not centered. Are none of these things centered? No, that's not centered. That's not centered. Okay, it's harder to tell with the lion and the elephant. But this isn't centered. This isn't centered. This isn't centered. None of them are centered. That's great. No crown is perfectly centered. Okay, but I feel like it should be in this instance. Anyway, statue. Fountain is fine. We will get angel with wings, I guess. And in one hand, I think in one hand a flame and in the other a sword. That seems like it would be good enough. Yeah, seems reasonable. A flame or a loris branch, maybe. A banner wouldn't be too bad. Yeah, I'll go with a banner. Okay. There's our customization. I can't even form it. Right, okay, that's because I need to pick the principle. I forgot. Okay, vassalization. Now we can form it. I think this is better, as compared to, like, the other one, which is exploitation. Block leader, only 20% authority. Yeah, minus 20 power block cohesion? I don't like that. Also, why is it green? You aren't supposed to be green. Okay, now it's good. Exploitation can be good to pick up later after you have many subjects. I guess so, because of the income transfer to power block leader. I don't know what plus 0.05 is when you compare that to 25%. Like, what's the difference between that? Does it just increase it by a flat 5% of their income? Rather than modifying the modifier itself? 25 to 30? Okay, I see. So it is like a flat percentage increase to the percent that they give us rather than a modifier on the percentage of their income. It's a flat increase rather than a multiplier, I mean. Addition versus multiplication. Okay, well, yeah, you're right, that might be good then, because then even protectorates have to give you money, right? Even if a protectorate gives you 0% income, now they'll have to give you 5% income. Okay. So you're right, that can be helpful. Actually, to start with... Yeah, I think we'll go with vassalization. You said later on, swapping it can be better? If you have a lot of subjects? Okay, so we'll start with this, I think. Because I think we want as much cohesion as possible to go through increasing the mandates. So we'll do that. New power block formed on the world stage. And we are both empires. The French are probably going to be like, hey, hold on a second here. So now we have 4 sovereign empire power blocks. A trade league, because Prussia has one. 2 trade leagues, because the Americans have one. Are they doing anything with that trade league? There are 4 members. Riveting. Okay, what about the French? What are you doing in your trade league? Tahiti, Selangor, and Perak. Incredible. Alright. Time to ignore economy and build monuments everywhere. True. In fact, because we're getting money from Austria... Oh, you guys are broke, huh? That's crazy. Anyway, because we're getting money from Austria, in fact, we can do that, can't we? Where do I build those? In here? Yeah, power block statues. These are really good, actually, because they decrease decree cost. That's really important. I actually do want to build these. How long do they take? 13 months is actually not too bad. But also, we need to build a bit of infrastructure, don't we? I've kind of been neglecting the infrastructure. So let's go by infrastructure. You have 7 peasants, so no. You can have infrastructure. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Do that, please. Thank you. Okay, how bad's the economy? Not that bad. Minus 10% authority. No. Revolution's still happening for now, I guess. Oh, wait a second. We enacted monarchy. Wait a minute. It'll go down over time, because monarchy was recently enacted, but that'll decay, I think. I think. Maybe. 72.49? Defensive pact with Austria? I mean, or sorry, Prussia? That's doable, yeah. Well, I don't know if it's doable, but it's preferable. Who are you? Admirable? Admiral dies? No, that's fine. Hey, Prussia, want to be friends? I think we should be friends, but they don't think we should be friends. Well, who can we rival? I think we want to rival the Russians. We don't actually like them that much. Like, slightly too aligned with Austria, you know what I mean? Just like a little bit too aligned. You know who we should influence, actually? Croatia. I think we should invite them to the power block. What is this?